Hello, my name is Tom Johnson-Medland. I work for Lighthouse Hospice in Cherry Hill. I'm a member of the Cancer Coalition in Gloucester County, and also Camden County, and most recently we'll be trying to attend the Tri-County Forum for Gloucester, Camden, and Burlington counties. I want to thank you for taking a little bit of time out of your meeting to allow me to present the New Jersey Youth Educators Cancer Awareness Badge. The badge was developed for youth of the state of New Jersey to be able to find out some facts about cancer, to find out some facts about SEED and the cancer coalitions in the state of New Jersey, to find out how people are screened for cancer, to volunteer some time for the cancer coalitions or worthy causes associated with the cancer coalitions, and then also to bring people and their friends and families and communities together to begin the process of getting screened for cancer. The Cancer Coalition, each of you will have been given already digital copies of the paperwork that we're using for this patch, copies of the requirements in the brochure form, a photograph of the patch itself. You've been given a detailed list in which to list all of the people that you feel would be appropriate contacts for utilizing this patch in your area. A roster, a series of directions, a copy of a letter from Arnie Baskey's highlighting the Cancer Awareness Youth Educators patch for the state of New Jersey, and then also a certificate in which the children and youth who receive the patch may also receive a certificate when they are awarded them. What we'd like for you to do is choose a point person in your Cancer Coalition. Whoever has an affinity towards youth organizations or has an understanding of them, this would be your best selection. And allow that person time to begin to fill out who it is they'd like to make contact with in your coalition's constituency. Find out who's in charge of the school health programs. Find out who's in charge of the 4-H programs. Find out who's in charge of the Boy Scouts, the Cub Scouts, the Girl Scouts, and the Brownies. Find out who's running a special farm program. Find out who has youth groups, both in synagogues and churches and in temples. And find out who runs perhaps the nursing program for the schools. So as you collect all this information and you begin to warehouse these contacts, these people then can be called. Share with them a copy of the brochure and share with them how they may use it for their program. Let's take, for example, a school district. If I were to contact the schools in the area of Gloucester County, I would want to highlight for them the fact that our program requires a minimum of 10 hours volunteer time, which many of the schools require for their students, and they're always looking for a way to do that. Here is a pre-packaged program that asks children and youth to do 10 hours of volunteer time. I would also identify for them that it gives them county or area-specific information that they need to find concerning cancer, cancer treatment, and also cancer screenings in their area. Again, all valuable information from the educational perspective. So as your point person begins to list the people that they would like to contact, they will begin to get a list of things that those people will want from them. I think that all of the digital information you've received, offers enough of the information that they could figure it out for themselves. But I'd like to make myself available when I return from my sabbatical in May. Folks can reach me at 267-393-0182, or you can reach me at tomjm@lighthousehospice.net. Either of those ways, again, you'll be able to reach me after the 1st of May. I'd be glad to help you or the point person in your coalition get things underway. So you're aware we have 10,000 badges, 10,000 brochures, and we also have these digital packets that were put together with the help of and the financial support of Purdue Pharma, who paid for all of the printing of the brochures and gave us some monies towards the patches, and then the Lighthouse Foundation gave us the rest of the money towards the patches. And then also we've had technical support from Hospice Pharmacy in Philadelphia, who gave us a graphic designer to design the patch. So really, again, in the greatest formula of coalitions, we have built a consensus in the community by using coalition members throughout the community to build this program. In terms of the vision, we began this idea back when at the Cancer Coalition in Gloucester County we decided that contacting and utilizing youth was a valuable means to getting the message out. You know, I have two sons, 10 and 7, and both of them have always been able to keep me focused on taking care of myself because they require me to be around for quite some time. So it becomes apparent that children are able to get parents and family members to stop smoking. They're able to get parents and family members to go for cancer screenings. They're able to get parents and family members to use sunblock when we should all be using those things. But when we plugged into that idea that youth are a wonderful, wonderful resource in the community for educating the adults, I think it's at that point that we really found some great success. We began by going out to the Boy Scouts and Cub Scouts of Gloucester County and asking them to hand out the seed information pamphlets for both men and women in the top cancers and how to get screened for those cancers. When we asked them if they'd be interested in some other things, they said yes, they would. And so it was at that point that we made the connection that one way we could give back to them was to give them a patch for doing the same work. Now it's turned into a statewide program where you don't have to be a Boy Scout or a Girl Scout. You could be a member of 4-H or a religious community. You could be the member of a school health program. Anyone in the state of New Jersey who would like to participate is eligible. We even had students from the local Catholic school who said they would like to volunteer to set up the program in their high school because they need volunteer hours and they would like to administrate the patch in their high school as their volunteer time. So by using a little creativity, we're able to get some real mileage out of connections that we've already had. So you know where we're headed in the future. Currently our goal is to educate youth about cancer, about seed, about screening, and to help them then turn around and educate the constituents in their family, in their communities, and in their schools on how to receive those services or what cancer is like in their area. But we'd like to spread out beyond the state of New Jersey. The governor of Pennsylvania, Governor Ed Rendell, has already reviewed the patch and has sent it on to his Deputy Secretary for Health and Human Services. She has then turned around to the Governor's Task Force on Cancer Control and has offered the information to them, and they're reviewing, and hopefully they will use it for the state of Pennsylvania as well. They have also suggested, through the Governor's Deputy Secretary, that we turn to the cancer, I believe it's called Cancer Planet website, which is the national site for educational venues throughout the country on cancer education, cancer awareness. So we will, when I return from my sabbatical, I will participate along with the rest of the coalition in Gloucester and making known our resources to them. So I'm going to turn the program over to Lisa Little. Lisa, thank you for bringing this tape along. Folks, I'm sorry I couldn't be there, but I'm on Montego Beach enjoying the sun and the water and the sound of reggae, so I'm not too sorry. But if you have any questions, don't forget, when I get back in May, please contact me by phone or by email, and Lisa can refresh you with those numbers today. So thank you so much for your help. Thank you so much for your concern and interest in working together to get rid of this dread disease. Let's hope that in our lifetime, through the efforts of youth and through the efforts of these coalitions, we can put an end to cancer. Thank you.